Welcome everybody. Thank you very, very much for coming. As always, it is a very, very special function. First of all, I want to introduce the new boys. John Guy, I think he's the only new boy tonight. Yeah, John Boy, introduce yourself, please.
John
Name?
Guy, that's Super House, George Gray, left in 65.
Hey. That's enough, yeah, enough for you.
Played rugby 3 years.
What position?
Prop.
Didn't we play prop together?
I think we did.
I think we did. Thank you, John. We're on movies now, and unfortunately, well, Stuart is going to be sending us all around the world, so I've got to mind my language. But we've had a few apologies. Stuart went out, in case you don't know, this is Stuart Dawes. House and... thank you. That's enough, thanks. And he said, had a few apologies come on Facebook. So Dougal, will you please give us the apologies? Apparently they're quite good.
Yeah, Stu's asked me to read this out on the assumption that even though I was in Oates that I can read. So here we go. From Richard Tudor Owen, ask Tim if he remembers throwing a dead puff adder on my friend Stuart Marshall's bed while Stuart was lying on the bed when he was our dorm prefect. Sorry I can't attend from KZN. So Forest Hill says, sorry I can't make it from Durban. Salams to the veteran and vintage old boys. Can Hawkins still jump? Mark Sturgeon says, please send my regards to Timothy Hawkins, guest speaker. Hope you guys have a great time. Sorry I will not be attending. Had a great time at last year's event. Pumalapa Bushtik, yeah! Mark Sturgeon says, what I remember about Tim Hawkins, looked after snakes in the pit behind the biology lab, an excellent high jumper, only wore one spike. Presumably that was Milligan, I don't know. Colin van Jaarsveld apologizes, sorry I can't attend. My memories of Tim are of a great wing to have in your team. Asked him if he remembers the house final, I think 1964, when he knocked me out when I tried to tackle him when he was running down the touchline. I must say it was far nicer when we played together on the first team. And Mark Sturgeon says to Colin van Jaarsveld, I remember that final match after the presentation. You were awarded the Tackling Cup. I think you had to be carried to receive the cup. Right, Richard Tudor Owen. Most of us younger guys in Founders loved Tim. He was a rebel and a star rugby player and athlete. He must have had 6 from Woolly more than anyone else as far as I can recall. Making Tim a prefect seemed like a case of keeping your friends close and your enemies closer. Rob Rosevier says, greetings from the UK to all the FOBs attending. Trust you all enjoy a great night. Richard Fenner, my regards to Tim and Colin, please Stu. Wish you all well and a great evening. And finally from Richard Moskwa, have a great time, gentlemen. It's a little far from me from Connecticut. The shortage of water I hear about in Cape Town area, and I can only assume that there will be an increased quenching of thirst by undiluted adult beverages. I do recall Tim's rugby excellence. So, yes, I think we should have a quick toast to absent friends. Let me get my glass.
And a very full glass it is.
Yes, I made sure of that. I'm planning for the future. Absent friends and fellow FOBs. Cheers.
Cheers, absent friends. Can I have the microphone now?
You may.